Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. First of all, I forgot to be a bit closer to you, because that's the essence of the channel. This is the main objective, being closer to the Juventini of the world, being together. And today we go again with the press conference, this time of Francisco Conceicao, the son of Sergio, that played at Lazio, that played at Standard Liège, that also played at Inter. Today his son, he has decided to go to the biggest team, to the best team of Italy. After Porto, he goes to Juventus Football Club. Already played against Roma and actually left a beautiful impression. Unfortunately, a small injury the day after in training session is keeping him away from the field. Let's see how long. But the most important now is that we will go to discover Francisco Conceicao. The big question I have for you, for the people that are already waiting there, that are already in the chat, that are always there, super loyal to the channel, is in what language will he answer the questions? Will he go with Portuguese, which is his native language? Will he already try with Italian? Will he go in English? Will he go with another language? Because we heard already, for the people that followed a bit the social network of Juventus, he speaks French as well, because he lived in Belgium, the country where I am resident in. Let me know what you think, guys. And now we start saying hello to all the people. If sometimes I am like, it's because I made a video this morning quite early. It's already online. And the people that will watch this one in replay, don't miss the video of this morning, because it's a really, really, really good one. Seriously, I think it's a really good one that is speaking about the lack of experience of players in Champions League that could possibly influence how they will enter the field against Monza. I revealed also how many games some of our players played in Champions League, so don't miss the opportunity of watching the video of this morning. So I did the video, I did a live already on Juventus, you know it, from Monday to Friday, 4 times a week. I am there between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Italian time to go to the pages in Italian, and then now it's already here. But in the meanwhile, I ate really fast lasagna from Mrs. Geraldine, so I didn't have the time to digest. We are at the moment on the channel with 33,585 Juventini of the world. After you answering the first question that I asked about the video, people, Bashar is saying, Beppe, I already watched it. Grande Bashar, you are an example to follow. I had another question. Do you start feeling again Juventus back, or we are still in that international break mood? Leave us alone, Beppe, too much about Juve. Wait, that we start back. And you know what? 1 hour before Empoli, Juve will get in the mood again. But before that, we are not there yet. Let me know what you think, because don't tell me that some of you were not thinking anymore about Juve during a few days. But actually, no, it's not true. The people that are here, they never stop thinking about Juve. It's the people that are not here that stop thinking about Juve for a second. Ciao Salif, ciao Grande, Elio, ciao Junior, Mas, grandissimo Junior, ciao Beppe and everyone, ciao Ziad, that said Beppe, there were 3 videos that I didn't watch. I watched them this morning, and now I'm here to watch you live. Saraz, that is moderator of the channel, but also a member, 19 months together with us. Ciao Grande Pepino, to great health, happiness and beer when we meet. But we need to meet soon, and this time not only in front of my house, but this time to go for a beer. I would really appreciate it. Ciao Wolf, ciao Vito Pileggi, ciao Daniel Perrone, ciao Thomas Maklof. Whatever time of the day, Thomas is here. He never sleeps. Ciao Abdel Rahman. Conceicao is crazy. No, today, guys, it's not the Here We Fly. It's not a marathon. Today it's the press conference. Is he crazy? Well, he makes the defenders of the other teams crazy. Ciao from Albania. Mamma mia. Ciao Giorgio. Ciao Steve Cano. Ciao Jasko. Ciao Kari MJ, ciao Sasha, always there present with us. Ciao Ali Ovo. I watched your latest video. Don't worry, I caught up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Morning, Beppe. Ciao, Lux Fade. Listening on the drive to school this morning. Pay attention. If you are driving, put your phone down. You can listen as a podcast, but don't watch my face. Ciao, Lorenzo. Oh, now that we are here. Exactly. We will come back on Adzic in a second. Can you tell me, because that's how we start, the question that you have for Conceicao. I know that last time you participated a lot with the question for Teun Koopmeiners. Today, Conceicao. What is the question that you have in mind? If you had the opportunity to be invited to be with a journalist there, and you had the opportunity to ask a question to Francisco, not, of course, not Sergio, but to Francisco Conceicao, what would be that question that you would ask him? Let me know, because I want to read your answers. In the meanwhile, you see the picture of Conceicao that will be in press conference. Who would enjoy your videos? You're the best, not gonna lie. Okay, no, I was thinking that it was already a question for Conceicao. Maybe you also started a YouTube channel like Cristiano Ronaldo. Ciao, but thank you, Ali. How are you feeling now physically? I think that this is the question that we all want to have an answer from. I agree. This is a number one question. And also then, by consequence, also, when will you be back? Of course, when will you be back? I would ask what his father's reaction was when he... Oh, beautiful question. I like that. I don't know how his father is feeling the most. Is he feeling the most a Parma player, a Lazio player, an Inter player, or makes totally no sense for him? I don't know, honestly, how he feels the most. I discovered him at Parma, of course. But it's a good question. Look, if it was a one-team only player, let's say Del Piero, his son goes to... Mamma mia. I would understand that Del Piero, that would be a fantastic question for him. For Conceicao, probably... 3 teams in Italy. No, I don't think it's a problem for him. No, I don't think. But it's a good question. It's a good question. No, I will not say it, Bashar. I stopped on time. It was difficult. I couldn't even say it. Could you be the next Portuguese 7? He took the number 7. So he is already the next Portuguese 7. You meet with the national team. Wow, I would not ask that question. Who cares about that? Then that he's the next Portuguese number 7. Yeah, maybe they will go with a question about Cristiano Ronaldo. Maybe they would go with a question about Cristiano Ronaldo. Portuguese, number 7 playing on the wing, even if it's on the other wing. Will there be, guys? Do you think there will be a question about Cristiano Ronaldo? I think yes. I would vote for yes. I think yes. I think yes. But we start in how much? In 5 minutes. And they are quite on time. Ciao Yurki! How is your integration in the team going? Having seen you regularly with a straight face. Also a good question. It's true. I said it this morning. Introvert player, looks like an introvert player. It's true that we didn't see a lot of smiles of Francisco, Chico. I'm also curious about that. But would you ask it like, why are you not smiling? It's a big one, so we need to find the right formula, but yeah, I like, about his emotions, joining what he thinks. But you will see, he will be super serious. I feel it. I really feel it. In press conference, it will not be 25 minutes. If I would go, I think it will be... I have 18 minutes in mind. Between 17 and 80 minutes max. I will write it down. If you want with a prediction, go. Turn was 25. I say between 17 and 18 minutes. Kalulu was even shorter. I think Kalulu was 12 minutes, something like that. I think, No, he was not even smiling when he went out of the car. But I would think maybe we can ask him, because there was that mystery about an injury this summer with Porto already in press conference. And... we didn't know if it was a real injury, if it was because linked to Mercato voices. We don't know. So I would love to understand what is Why he's injured? Is it because, it's a consequence of the Porto one in the summer? Or not? People are saying 17, 15. I go with you, 17, 18. Probably 15 is even more realistic. Too late. I already betted between 17 and 18. Now, a good question would be, I'm thinking, yeah? The question, if I had one question from Conceicao, I had it in mind and I totally forgot it. I totally forgot what I want. I had a good question, by the way. I had a good question. Damn. Oh, that would be a disaster. Imagine it's your turn to ask the question to Francisco and you have a blackout like I just have. And it's not helping that I continue to speak because it will never come back. I need to concentrate, otherwise it will not work. But hey, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. It is what it is. So question maybe about Cristiano. Yeah. The question would be, we monitor the situation that you're frequently injured in the beginning of the season. It happened with Ajax. It happened with Porto. Is it something due to your physique? Is it because of a way of training? Is it because the change of team and adapting to a new coach or a way of training? That's why you're injured in the beginning of the season? Or is it a pure coincidence? That's because if I ask a question like that, first of all, they will have respect for me because I'm a journalist that not only made a few researches, but on top of that was able to connect the dots. And then instead of how is it going with your injury, you know a bit more and you clarify a situation. If it tells you, yes, it's true in the beginning of the season, you know that in the future, it's maybe a player that needs a bit more time. If he says it's a pure coincidence, but then maybe they will start even monitoring that situation for the next season. And then maybe we even gave our support to Juve doctors. I think this is a great question. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Beppe. What a question, Beppe. You are a goat. Good question. I like Neville. I like. Is he familiar playing at a high pressing and holding high lines, and what are the challenges? So more tactical parts. Who has impressed him most in the team? Good question. Even if he received that question, Cope Manners and Cope didn't answer that question. Attenzione, because it's 2 p.m. So I'm sure that they will join really, really, really soon. I don't know if I put the live in the Telegram group book. I hear the music of the Juventus side. I think they will go with Italian language. He will speak in Portuguese. I think he will speak in Portuguese and it will be translated. So I will actually translate the word from the translator today. I think this is what I believe. Let's see. So 2 p.m. they are still on time. Let's see how long they will be late. Game against Eindhoven will be hard. We need the best lineup. Yeah, but that's not a question that you make to Conceicao. He will not play. What is Mosca? What is Motta asking from him? Yeah. Ciao LGJ. Is Juventus YouTube channel streaming this live? Would like to watch both. You can see it not on the Juventus YouTube channel, but on the Juventus site. I don't know if I'm able to show you. Let me check if I can show you. Here. You can see it here. You see? The site is here. That's where you can find it. But of course, you need a subscription. It's free. It's free. The subscription is free, but you need a subscription. You make an account and then you can watch the press conferences live. Otherwise, you stay here with the translation. Welcome, Brock. Ciao, James Davis Douglas. Ciao, James Douglas Davis. Just United Nations. Mosquito. Mosca. I will ask if he acclimatized well to his life in Turin. Good question. He already experienced other countries like the Netherlands, because he played at Amsterdam, Ajax. So that's a bit easier, I think. Do you have a lot of pressure in your role for Juve? This would be my question. Good one. We are waiting that they arrive. They are late, huh? You are complaining about Beppe. Beppe, you're a bit late. Beppe, you're a bit late. You're late. Beppe. Look at that. Juventus is later than me. Juventus is later than me. So shoot. We still have time now. Shoot with your questions. They are doing a G just late. Yeah, I'm not late, guys. This is a myth that you guys invented. I never late. Sometimes the clock is going faster than Beppe, but I'm not late. No, I made a question on Twitter. I asked, because Massimo Zampini is calling me Just. When we are live, he's calling me Just. Monblano is calling me Giuseppe. And here you have actually a vote. How do you call me? GJustjuve, Giuseppe, Beppe, or Just? At the moment, Beppe is winning with 57% of the votes. Followed by GJustjuve, Just 16.7. And actually the one that is the latest one is Giuseppe, which is my name. And it's really crazy, because first of all, it's my name, one. And second, because it's already 4 years and a half, nearly 5 years, that in every single video I say, Ciao Juventini of the world. Attenzione, we start. We don't care about Beppe and his strange things to fill time. I just repeat you that we are 33,585 when we start the press conference of Conceicao. Gabriella is there. Ciao, Gabriella. We start with the first question. And pay attention to what we say, huh? Ciao, Francisco. Juventus.com question. You're here since a few weeks now. And now I'm asking you how you're doing, how you're feeling in your acclimatization at Juve. He speaks in Portuguese. Huh? I feel well until now. I have been welcomed really well by the coach, by everyone. The first feeling are quite positive. I'm really happy to be here. Now I just want to give continuity to this job. Super serious, super serious Conceicao. No smile. Focused. Question from Albanese. Why did you choose Juve with that confidence? When a club like Juventus is calling you, obviously, you only want to come here the fastest possible, and this is what happened. As fast as I knew about the interest of Juve, I wanted to come here and help them to reach the objectives of the team. I am 100% sure that I am convinced that I took the right decision. Gazzetta dello Sport. Oh, guys, question from Gazzetta dello Sport. The last player that wore that number 7, that was also Portuguese, was Cristiano Ronaldo. You played against him in a Champions League. You played Euro together. It's probably also your idol. You probably already asked him something. What did he say to you? No, I didn't speak yet with Ronaldo of my arrival. Of course, I will speak with him about it. It's true that there are a lot of coincidences in my road, in my path. Is an example for all the Portuguese players, for me as well. I see myself in him, in what is his will to always do better, to improve, and I think that I have the same characteristic. Question about his father. What did your father tell you about Juve, about his experience in Serie A in Italy, and what kind of tips he gave you? Yes, I spoke about Italian football with my father, even if he played here really long time ago. We are speaking about more than 20 years ago. But he told me that Italian football has always been and will always be really competitive because it's one of the best leagues of the world. Here, there are always the best players with a lot of qualities. It's a perfect league to show my qualities. Oggi Sport Notizia. A few days ago, your father described you as a player that was able to change direction in one-on-one, but that can still grow a lot. That's why I'm asking you, how much can Thiago Motta help you in your process of growth? And how do you think that his relationship with youth player can help you? Yes, these are my strengths: the dribbling, the one-on-one, the capacity of daring on the field is something that is distinguishing me. I know that I will improve a lot with Thiago Motta. I'm sure about it. Also from what I already saw from Thiago in these first days, I'm sure that he will bring me to a next step. In 2021, you were on the bench when you were here at the Allianz Stadium when Porto played against Juventus and eliminated them. What are your thoughts about that, your souvenirs? Yeah, it's true. In 2021, I was here for the game of Champions League, Juve Porto, but I didn't really understand the atmosphere of the stadium because it was during COVID and the stadium was empty. But against Roma, of course, obviously this is where I felt the support of the tifosi, and I understood. I was aware that a lot of the strength from the team comes from the supporters, because the support of the supporters, the support of the tifosi is fundamental in a big club like that. Is there something in these first days, structure, teammates, way of working that impressed you in these first days? Conceicao. I think that in general, the organization of the club didn't surprise me because it is what I was expecting. But we are speaking about the club with the most titles in Italy. So it's totally normal that the organization is fantastic. I'm super happy about that, to be here. And I think there will be all the conditions to do a beautiful work. Nicola Balice. You are now three players of second generation. You, Thuram, Wea. There was also Chiesa until a few days ago. What are the difficulties? What are the pressures when you are kids of star? It's clear that when they are comparing with what my father did, they exist. But I'm not listening to these kind of things. I'm extremely proud about what my father did in Calcio, in Italy, as a coach. But it's not something that interests me a lot, this comparison between him and myself. I want to do my own way. And I want that they are proud of what I am doing. Finally, the question. How are you feeling with your injury? When can we see you back on the field? And what is the field that you prefer, left or right? Regarding the injury, I'm looking at it step by step to be back as soon as possible. I'm relaxed because it's nothing serious, so we will see when I will be able to be back. But the process of recuperation is going well. I'm working to recuperate as fast as possible. For the position of the field, it's a choice of the mister. I have the possibility to help the team in whatever position. even if I feel a bit more comfortable on the right. But I'm playing where the mister is asking if I can help. About his teammates, how they welcome and the relationships. The entire team welcomed me super well. The team was really warm. Of course, obviously, it's easier in terms of communication with the Brazilian ones, in terms of language, but it's the entire team that welcomed me really well. So you played in Portugal, you played in the Netherlands. Now here, were you already able to spot a few differences between the three leagues? And what about Thiago Motta? Is he working with you on defensive phase as well? The three leagues are different. Each one have their own characteristics. The Netherlands ones is really open. Eredivisie, you have more opportunities to score. The Portuguese one is a bit more tactical, a bit more difficult. More difficult than what people are thinking from outside. Because the big ones, they have a lot of difficulties to win against the smaller teams. Now I'm really curious and I really want to discover the Italian one as soon as possible to understand the differences. And I want to show my own qualities and obviously make supporters extremely happy. Question. Earlier you said that with Thiago Motta you would increase, you would improve better. So is there something that he asked to you? Is there something, a starting point where you started to work with him? And now he's asking to translate because the question was really long and fast. Thiago Motta didn't ask me something in particular, something specific. He told me to enjoy the experience. We were during the week on a tactical side. For the rest, he just told me to show my football and to put my qualities on the field, and that's what I tried to do against Roma. Of course, I didn't do the preparation. That means that I'm not at my 100%, at my max. But I know that step by step, I will reach it also thanks to the staff and the coach. You arrived on a loan. How much do you hope that your experience at Juve will be longer than 1 year? Yeah. On these aspects about my transfer, these are things that the club needs to decide. I thank Porto for all they did to me, and now I'm thanking Juve for what they are doing for me. I'm focusing on my own, on my work. I'm here to have the most success as possible. And of course, I hope for really long years, because it's a big club, and I hope to represent it the best possible way for really long. This is what I try to think about. Thinking about myself, making the difference and focusing on these ones. It's over with a press conference. We go with pictures. So how long? How long is the timing, guys, of the press conference? Oh, guys, short, huh? Now they are taking the picture. 13 minutes. Yeah, we are at 13 minutes. 14, yeah, with the pictures, with the arrival. Between 13 and 14. I said between 17 and 18. He said, grazie, grazie. It's over with a press conference. So really fast, short press conference. I was expecting that it would not be long. I was expecting a bit longer. So the people that said 15, you were quite near. You're really near to the correct answer. Short one. Okay, what can we say? Now, first of all, I ask you. You know that this is the basic. Yeah. I ask you. From what they said today, is there something that you keep in mind that you enjoy, that you didn't like? Is there something that you say, okay, that's the title of the video? You know, if the press conference should be not the title, press conference, welcome Conceicao, what would be the title after the words of Francisco? Ciao Limo. We will do the recap now for the people that are just joining now. I would like to ask, it's too late now. Hey, Palamin, with all the respect, it's too late. I would like to ask him. It's over. It will never be presented anymore. It's over. He can be maybe doing a small interview if he renews one day, but we are speaking in a few years. I would like to ask him. It's over. Stavros, he makes himself available for a team with versatile position to play. Yeah. It's not a strong title, this one. Fast and Serious. Oh, that's a beautiful title. I love that. Let me write it, because I think that if I do a video later, I will write that. Fast and Serious. I love that. I want to stay at Juve. Ciao ciao Alwi. Title. I didn't speak with Cristiano at all. No, not yet. He said that he will. No, it's not Fast and Furious. It's Fast and Serious. What a title! But it's true, It's true. It's really true. Fast and Serious. Fast and Serious is really, really true. Really true. Okay. What I got? It's what I got. Starting with the non-verbal, indeed. Super serious. Not a single smile, except when he had the shirt. No, zero smiles. You see the difference, guy, don't get me wrong, but you see the difference between the son of a football player and someone that arrives there out of nowhere. You see already. They are used to. I don't think it's about excitement or not. It is. You know already. You don't look at it like, wow, it's the first time I see it. It's like I know what it is. A press conference. I know. What it is to be in big stadiums. I already spoke to microphones. I already changed country. I already have my baggage. Yes, he's 21, but I know also what it is to have a healthy life. I already has been trained to how to answer questions. I'm absolutely not shaky. I think this is what we can see from him. I think something like that was also with Federico Chiesa, for example. Thuram is a different story. Thuram is a player that comes to the team where his father was playing at, where his father has been idolized when he was an icon of Juve. We always love to remember Lilian Thuram, even if some people, they protest about the 2006 words of Lilian, but it's different. It's totally different. Kefren comes here like, okay, I'm following the steps of my father in the same team, and I'm here also because I know Thiago Motta since long, etc., etc. It's different feeling, and also because Thuram is a more extrovert person. Yeah, Aldo, he's extending the legacy of the father at Juve. Absolutely, Absolutely. This is something that you need to take into consideration. While Conceicao is already a more serious facial expression introvert player, but there is nothing surprising for him. That doesn't mean that he doesn't like to be there. That doesn't mean that he doesn't enjoy to be at Juve. It's just a different type of personality and education and discovery, I think. You're telling me, Beppe, you doesn't seem satisfied. No, I'm really satisfied about the professionalism, because don't forget he's 21, and he's answering fantastically well to all the questions. He has absolutely no problem. You didn't see it, but he received, I don't know, 12 questions, something like that. He didn't need any translator. Then he answered in Portuguese, but he didn't need the translation. So he had no headphones on for the translation part, which means that he understands already Italian perfectly, because he didn't ask just one question, but it was a question that was a bit bizarre because it was long, really fast, and there was a U-turn in that question from, oh no, wait, and so he was a bit in confusion with that one. Even me, when I was translating the question, I was like, so it makes sense. But that means that he already knows the language, he knows a lot of things. People are saying a title. Ti do un titolo per quando si narrerà una partita, San Francisco. Bible is saying, I give you a title for when he will score a hat-trick, San Francisco. Beautiful. Bella questa. No, I have, guys, it's not, okay, honest, it's not a press conference today that excited me. But I was also not expecting, because I saw how he did the day one. No, I was not expecting something where, with these big words. Koopmeiners I was expecting. When you see Koopmeiners arriving like Continenza, finalmente, the kisses, the hugs, and so on. And then don't forget that it's a player that is presenting himself in the beginning of the season where he is already injured. He said about the injury, for people who are asking Beppe, ask him about the injury. Well, he answered that he's doing step by step. He's not worried because it's not something serious, but he didn't tell us when he will be back. So it means that the prognosis that we had in the beginning of missing probably the entire month of September is there. Some people are hoping that he's there against Leipzig, which is the fourth game from now on. I am not sure. But I think it's a player that will make us fall in love with him on the field more than off the field. This is my expectation of Conceicao. You will be there, he will smile, he will do some autographs, but he will always keep a certain distance. His father changed a lot of teams as well. Don't forget about that. He went from Parma to Lazio to Inter to Porto, Standard de Liège, and whatever other team that I don't know by heart about Sergio. Which means that he also knows that a lot of times they know that they are there today, but they know that tomorrow they can't be there as well. So automatically you also know that possibly there is no tomorrow. And not always because you want to leave, but sometimes it's also the club. So I can understand. But I think it's really a player that will really do extremely well. Could be a player that is that special Douglas Costa player. You remember? Douglas Costa with Max Allegri was not always entering or starting the game, but he was a lot of time entering to unlock that situation, to give a bit of pressure to the other team, even when you're already winning 1 or 2-0, just to make sure that the teams, they're obliged to stay in the back and to pay attention to him. So, un spacca partite, that's the right term in Italian. There was that question about Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, we were anticipating it before the press conference here on the channel. And he said, I didn't speak with him yet. I will certainly do. Cristiano Ronaldo is an example for a lot of us. It's, one that we are looking up at for nearly all the Portuguese people. And that's the same thing for me. In the way, in the growing path, a lot of things are quite similar. That number 7, that Juventus, of course, playing on the wing. But he also said, it's if there is one thing that we have in common, really, it's the will of always improve, the will of always do well, the will of becoming better. And that's something that I already heard from inside the corridors, that it's a player that is really ambitious on himself, really wants to do well and a lot. And I love also the Thiago Motta request. You remember we did that in post-game of Juve Roma and the days after. Koopmeiners, Conceicao, the players that entered in second half, Nico Gonzalez, even if Nico was for a few minutes only, well, he asked them really to play your game. Play your game, do it, because we knew it, and they had 3 days of training with the team. It was not enough, for sure, to prepare a game, to understand all what the other ones did in like nearly 6 weeks. So I love also that Thiago Motta that is not always asking to the players to adapt to Serie A. I think this will be a big game changer. This is what I was asking also from Douglas Luiz. And I hope we can continue like that. Understanding Serie A is extremely important, but I think we need to stop with adapting with Serie A. Because we are all speaking about a Serie A that is far away from Premier League, a Serie A that is a bit boring, a Serie A that is this, that is this, that is this. So I would love also to have players that we sign from abroad that are not copying what we are doing in Serie A. Otherwise, you go and you sign, I don't know, Berardi. If it's to have an experienced player that knows perfectly Serie A, then you go for Berardi. If you go for Conceicao, you go for something else. If you go from a Premier League player, Douglas Luiz, you go for something else. And that's what I loved when he said, Thiago Motta, when I played the first game, he said, play your game, play your football, and show me your qualities. Play with what you're strong at. And that's exactly what we saw. So what we saw from Conceicao in these minutes, these 45 minutes that he played against Roma, is the Conceicao that was not worked on. How can you say that there is a beautiful word or phrase to describe that one? But it's like, you have a wooden block, and then you start, to work to make a sculpture out of it or something like, or you make Pinocchio, for example. Raw, bravo, Invisible Man, and Ravindra. He's raw. This is Conceicao that we saw in 45 minutes. At the end of the season, we'll probably see another Conceicao. And that will be the question. What Conceicao will we see in May 2025? Raw. Not polished diamond. Bravo, Juventino. This was actually, raw is perfect, but not polished. Non-polished diamond is really unpolished. Unpolished is the word that I was looking for. Diamond, I accept. I accept. But then sometimes you start to polishing the thing and then it's not really diamond. That's the problem sometimes. So I hope it's diamond. But yeah, unpolished. Bravo. Fast and serious, unpolished Conceicao. To carve. Bravo. Mamma mia. But it's easy, when you have Google Translate next to you. If I start doing it, then you will notice it, but no. What else did I write? Organization of Juve. You see, ragazzi, did you see a lot of players, new ones, that arrive at Juve? They said, I was impressed by the structure, the infrastructure, by the organization of Juve. I was impressed by this. He didn't say that. I didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said, of course, organization was top, but this is what I was expecting. It's the biggest club in Italy, the team that has the most title in Italy. So I was expecting a top organization. You see, the difference in how you answer, it's not something bad that he says, It's not something bad that he's saying, It's just the way how he's expecting it. He already saw, not saying the same, but he already saw training sessions since he's a kid, since he's born. He saw them, he grew in them. You know, sometimes he went to some of them 20 years ago, of course, not at the same level of today. So you see the big difference? Yeah, the poker face as well. The creative lab. It's not creative lab, huh? It's creators lab. The creators lab. But yeah, maybe the Pugs. Maybe the creators lab is something that can potentially have impressed him, because probably that's something that he never saw anywhere else before. Could be, could really be. Yeah. What else did I write? Show your qualities, player football. That he can play regardless on the left or on the right, but we have our question. Huh? If he is the coach, if it depends on himself, he would go for the right side, where he feels a bit more comfortable. Luckily, yeah, because we have enough players that love to go on the left, and we had in the last few years too many players that love to play on the left. So one that can play both but feels a bit more on the right, it's good. Oh, backstage rumor. But what is happening, guys? We started with 33,585 and we are at 33,584. You don't like Conceicao? It's not my fault, guys. Oh. What did I say? I forgot, guys. There was something I needed to tell you about Nico Gonzalez. I forgot. Wait. Oh, even the big ones, they are doing like this now. This is disgusting, guys. Who invented that? Why did they do that? It's really, you drink and you have your nose like this. Why? And if you drink like this, you can't because it's blocking. So you need also it's like this. It's really annoying. It's extremely annoying. But I'm drinking fruit and you tell me water. It's good, no? I can't drink only... I have, by the way, water. Here is the water. You see, there is water. And then there is fruit. Fruit is sugar. Hey, guys, they told me drink 5 fruits and eat 5 apples a day or something like that. Oh, the backstage story. You know that Nico Gonzalez... That we think right side. You know that if Thiago Motta, he wants to see him. He will probably use him more on the right side and on that 9 position in the beginning of the season. But you know, if it was for him, you know, if he received that question, he likes to play on the left, and this is probably what we didn't expect. Because we saw him at Fiorentina playing as a falso nueve, we saw him on the right side, we saw him sometimes on the left. With Argentina, he's always playing on the left. Well, he sees himself, or he feels more comfortable on the left side. And here you have Bangula, Yildiz, already there. But Conceicao can play there. Gonzalez can play there as well. And Gonzalez, he loves to play there on the left. Huh? Pay attention. But it gives more solutions also to Thiago Motta. If it was for him, he would play on the left. This is what the rumors are saying. What else did I right side more comfortable? Thiago Motta, next steps. He said, I'm convinced that with Thiago Motta, he will bring me to the next steps. I will learn a lot. What? He didn't say. Where he needs to improve, he didn't say. But le personnage, the character, the man, Francisco, I was not expecting him as well to say that's where I have my weaknesses. It's not the kind of player that will tell you I am weak here, I need to develop that. It's more a player that will tell you I need to develop a lot, I need to grow a lot, I need to become better in this. But if I can, let me speak about the good thing that I can do. I can do good that, the one-on-one. I can do the change of direction, unpredictability. This is where I go. You see? It's a different kind of personality. Really, really different. Voila. Okay, guys, that was the press conference of Conceicao. Did you enjoy it? Aldo is saying I feel more comfortable on the left if I am playing attack. But don't mind playing either side. I'm sure they are the same. They don't mind which side. Big statement from him saying he has the same character. No. Attenzione. That's not what he said. And that's also not what I translated, Bashar. When speaking about that, he said we have a lot of similarities in the path, in the way that we are following. And he's referring to the national team of Portugal. He's referring to the number 7 at Juventus Football Club, playing on the wing. These are the similarities. And he said it's more the road to. The only similarity that he said was that fire in themselves, to have that ambition to progress, to do better, to improve, to be the best. That's the only thing. No, he didn't say I have a lot of same characteristic as Cristiano. This is not how, I don't know where, or maybe I don't think that, because I paid attention when I translated that, so I don't think that I translated it like that. So I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it's me, guys. But no. He didn't say that. I'm trying to check how Juventus reported that one on their site. In English. I haven't yet spoken with Cristiano Ronaldo about my arrival in Turin. I will speak to him in the future. It's true that there are coincidences between our trajectories, you see. For me, he's a reference point as for all the Portuguese players and many others. Then he continued what they are not writing here. He said other things, but short player, short conference. Voila. Other things, guys. Otherwise, it's over. What can I say? Looks like I am the one that needs to drag you in a press conference of a new player. I understand that. The press conference, no, the international break, guys, killed all of you. What a disaster. It was a long, it looks like 1 month international break. Mamma mia. I understand that, guys. I see it in all the channels, that enthusiasm, maybe also that 0-0 against Roma, but that enthusiasm, yeah, it looks like it was really tiring. We are tired already. It's too much. I don't know. When will it come back? That boom, look, we are 130. We are 130. I know. Juventus, they should do the press conference at 6 p.m. Italian time, where people are awake. They are back from work. They are back from school. Yeah. Especially the first one. The first one is really, really annoying. No, we start on Saturday, because they want to give the same chances for the travel back from international break. We start 6 p.m. on Saturday, and then we start also in Champions League on Tuesday. 2 games that I can't wait. Really, can't wait. Yeah, I saw the injuries, but they are playing non-stop. They are playing non-stop. I have always hoped to have end of the season, boom, you go 1 month with your national team. Then I understand that it's difficult to test. It's tough. There is one thing I need to admit. It's tough to find the right formula. But that one of September, It's really annoying. It's annoying. It's tough. It's mamma mia. What a disaster. What a disaster. That first one is really not good. And people, they don't even like it, huh? Because you ask whoever, you ask whatever team supporter, they're all telling you the same. We don't like it. There is no. Keep the one of October if you want, but the one of September, at least you have like 10 games. Today I said, tell me what you guys, you're feeling, etc., etc. I will tell you mine. You know what is my will of now to start back Serie A and Champions League, of course? Maybe I will surprise you, but I want to meet, to discover the players. I want to discover them. I want to meet them. I want to get to know them. I'm not speaking about physically. I'm speaking really like on the field, because I don't know them. Yeah, of course, I know Conceicao, I know Koopmeiners, I know all the players. Douglas Luiz, Kefren Thuram, I know them. Some of them I was already scouting, but I don't know the team yet. We changed a lot, It was more than a revolution. It was a refoundation. We started really, a revolution, we change everything. No, a refoundation. We started with the fundamentals, to change the fundamentals. And I don't know. I need to rediscover Locatelli. Is it the Locatelli from the two first games? It is the one from Roma. I want to discover, because it's a Locatelli with the new coach. I want to discover Thiago Motta, how we will manage 3 games, because I don't know yet Thiago Motta. Is it one that will do the phenomenon with, I want one surprise per game? Game 1, Bangula. Game 2, Savona. Reconfirming the entire team against a bigger team that is Roma. Was also a surprise in a way. Will there be the surprise against Empoli, Adzic, that some people are speaking about? Or is it Thiago Motta that will go with the strongest team? Will it be a Thiago Motta that will do a lot of rotation? I don't know. I think that I know. I have my suppositions. I have my tips. I would do like this, like that. But today it's Beppe that is speaking. If there was one thing that I consider myself good at with Allegri, was not agreeing with Allegri. Was explaining you what Allegri would do. Because I knew him like a book that I have read like 1,000 times. I knew what was written in the next page. I knew the predicted lineups better than Sky. By the way, Di Marzio and Sky Sport were a total disaster in doing the lineups. I never understand why. Because it was so predictable. You could miss one. But it was that predictable what Max would do. But now we don't know. And this is my biggest desire now. Having my team back. But you know what's the problem? We will see them back 6 games. And then we have another international break. Then we will see them back 7 games. And there will be another international break. Give me my team for 10 games in a row. That I can see everything. That I can see how far players can go in terms of physical resistance. Let me see. When we play a lot without international break, how much? What is the frequency of rotation of players? Who do you start when it's tough? When it's easier, when you have a next hard game. This is what I need to discover. Can Thuram play with continuity? Who will be the one that will be sacrificed? Will it be Fagioli? Will it be Locatelli? Will it be both of them? Will Douglas Luiz finally play? These are the things that I need to understand now. So give me... And that September break is horrible for that. Sometimes it's 2 games. I remember one time it was even 1 game. This time it was 3 games, and then you have the first international break. This is what I need to understand. Beppe, can players or clubs reject the invitation? Normally you are not allowed. No. The clubs can do it for Olympic teams, yes, but not for FIFA or UEFA tournaments. They can't. They have to agree. Then, of course, if you're a player that you're speaking with your federation, you say, I don't come. don't count on me. Okay, great. But then, ciao, ciao, ciao. This is a big risk, of course. This is a big risk, of course. Then, oh, pay attention. They can agree. Like, for example, they could potentially say to Italian national team, but wait, because Fagioli is not at the top of his form. Better if he stay, or he had that small injury that he's still recovering from. And then it depends on the national team what they do, or they trust the club. They say, okay, we don't call him up this time and it will be for next time. In Italy, for example, they don't care. Chiellini, super injured, he's coming back on the bench the game before the international break. What they did was calling him up. Or Chiesa the same. Calling them up. They go to Coverciano, next to Firenze, where the Italian Raduno is. They do the medical test, and then, yeah, it's true. You are having fatigue or a small injury. Go back. This is according to me. Is it right or wrong? I mean, clubs, if there is no double check, could potentially play with it. And before the international break, 5 minutes in the last game, you fake an injury, and then you don't go there, and you stay with us. So that's the rule in with Italia. Whoever, whatever, except of course if you have a broken leg like that, then it's another story. But for the small injury, they call up, they make them travel, and then they do their test themselves to understand. Beppe, do you think the same now for Yildiz? Look, I hope that I want to see Yildiz every single game, from the start until the injury time, every single game. Then thinking about Empoli, PSV, Napoli, could be that he stays on the bench. Last time we made that potential lineup with Monblano. But Monblano, we are speaking about last Friday. We are already Thursday, so it's 1 week ago that we made that lineup. So it's not a predicted lineup. It's like, okay, we go with logic. And that lineup was made, why? To actually taking in mind PSV, Napoli. Luckily, we play both games at home, which will avoid us travel. We travel here. With a player that is there that can start the most easy game on paper, Weston McKennie, having these players ready on the bench, keeping Cambiaso here. Why? So that Cabal, it's also here. Cambiaso there for what reason? Because Cabal, that comes from international travel, even if he only played 2 minutes in 2 games, Cabal could possibly rest. Then Savona here. Some people are saying Danilo is a favorite at the moment, but how? Favorite on basis of what? Danilo just arrived today, and yesterday they told us, or this morning really early before their arrival, they were saying Danilo is favorite on Savona. Based on what? Exactly. I don't know. So, no, Kalulu could potentially play, but I think that Kalulu can play in the next games. And that's why also I made a video this morning. You will understand also the importance maybe of Kalulu in the PSV game. So, let's see. No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's too easy to say to me, yeah, I know, or whatever. No, it's not. I think it's more honest to tell you. I'm really, really curious to see what Thiago will do. I still love international football. I would never turn down a call up from Italy, but they are ruining the legacy of international football. It's true. No, I would also, if I was a football player, I would never turn down a call from Italy. No, Lukaku did, huh? Hey, that's a good example. The question was, can you turn down? You can do, yeah. Normally you can't, huh? But unofficially you can. Look, Lukaku said, I didn't train the entire summer with the club. I just arrived at Napoli. I don't come. Then Belgium, they said, okay. While he's the biggest top scorer, probably they needed his help. Maybe not against Israel, but against France for sure. And they lost. You have no, it's not true, Ivan. It's not true that he's not anymore Capitano. I think it's Thiago Motta that answered that question already when he was at Juve. I think it was during his press conference presentation. He said a captain is much more than only on the field going to the referee or saying to your teammates, do this, do that. It is also that, but it's also the locker room, but it's also a behavior that you have inside, outside of the pitch, even outside of the training session. You know, it's your normal life. It's a way that you speak with your supporters, the exemplarity that you have in training session, in showing the example. It's all that, and all this Danilo has. The only thing that Danilo has done at the moment is starting possibilities, at least what we saw in the 3 first games. But if you are only judging a captain is the one with the real armband, then Danilo, no, at the moment he's not anymore. At the moment it's Gatti. At the moment it's Gatti on the field. Then, will it be Gatti again against Empoli? Will there be a sudden change? Because Gatti deserved it because, first of all, he was a starter. Secondly, for what he showed. I'm not surprised about what he showed himself. Now, he was not there. He was with the Italian national team. Is there someone that earned it during these 14 days, 12 days without Gatti? Could be, huh? It's not just, that's not true. It's not true. Okay, guys, I close this video, so people that want to watch in replay, they can. I really recommend you to watch the video of this morning, if you didn't yet, because it's a really, I think it's a good video. No edits, but good video in terms of content, especially that second part of the video, which is good. And then maybe we see each other this evening. Again, I didn't do any night lives or late nights this week because, again, I'm waiting that, again, we have something consistent. I don't like to be just here to annoy you and to stretch it with we have nothing to say, we do. So we see each other or this evening with a live, or we see each other tomorrow morning when it starts again to be a Juve. Tomorrow will be also the press conference of Thiago Motta. Yeah. I don't know what time yet, so I need to inform myself about that one, but tomorrow should be also the Thiago Motta press conference that we'll try, if we can, depending on what hour, to do it live again. Don Valentino, I do not get live notifications. It's annoying. I miss the live GJustjuve. I get 30% of them only. But when it's press conference, 50% of them, depending, I'm always doing them. So just tune in and check. The videos that I'm doing, that I'm uploading in normal days, are at 12 p.m. Italian time. That's where you can expect a video, a normal video, the news ones. The press conference, if you want to know if I'm live or not, if you see a press conference, just tune in. The lives in the evening, usually I start them at 11 p.m. Italian time. these are in general the hours, yeah, of so if you think about it, go. And normally the notification should work, and then it depends on your phone. It depends on I don't know, and maybe also because I uploaded the video, and maybe it was too fast with the live. I don't know. Oh, guys, I'm not working at YouTube, unfortunately. Okay, we see each other later today or tomorrow morning. Ciao. A dopo. Forza Juve. Ciao.